Mako's a super brave boy.
He wasn't, he cried like a maniac.
He cried, but he's stopped crying now. It's only been a few minutes.
Won't let this moment pass us.
Good morning and happy Tuesday, guys. Today is Boogie Boot Camp day, so I'm wearing my gym clothes and I am feeling super motivated this morning. Nate and I are in a really good routine at the moment where he wakes up generally around about 5 or 6 o'clock, which I would personally consider to be too early to do anything. But even though it's light outside, he still allows me to put him back to bed. So he's not really fully awake. He goes back down hopefully for another 2 hours or so, which gives me time to get up, have a nice relaxed breakfast, have a hot cup of tea, which is amazing, and then kind of get ready, do my hair, do my makeup, potter around the house. This morning I've done the dishes, cleaned the kitchen, put some washing out on the line, and I am now basically ready for the day. And he is still asleep. So now when he wakes up, he can have my undivided attention to make sure he's ready for the day. Unfortunately, it means that it's 8:30 and I'm dressed in my gym clothes even though I don't need to go out till 11 o'clock. The thing I'm really excited about is that this top that I'm wearing right now, I bought probably just before we found out I was pregnant. I've only worn it a handful of times, kind of before I stopped feeling comfortable. I felt like I was too big, too fat to be wearing it, particularly in the early days where I didn't look pregnant, I just looked big and I felt really horrible wearing it. And now I fit in it again and I feel really good about myself. I do think it may be time to take these cards down now though. That's Nashville on my TV. Have any of you been watching Nashville? It is amazing. I only discovered it in the early hours of the morning since Nathan was born, and I've been watching it pretty much every feed since. We're now up to season 4. But yeah, so we need to take the cards down. They've been up now for 8 weeks and I really think it's time. But I need to photograph them first. We've been doing these milestone cards and we have one for cards and presents. Now, there are too many presents, I can't possibly fit all those in one photo, but I can do all of his cards. I just need to actually get around to doing it and take a decent photograph of it, and we can get the living room feeling normal and tidy again, apart from this baby gym somewhere over here. That's gonna stay there because he loves it and it needs to be brought out like every day. So it lives there for now. I don't know, I'll come up with somewhere better to keep it in the long term, I suppose. But I guess now really is the long term, isn't it? He's nearly 2 months old. 3 days he's going to be 2 months old. That is terrifying. Also just thought, you know, what's even more terrifying is the fact that today we have his injections and I had completely forgotten. I need to go out this morning and pick up some Calpol. Baby Calpol. Is it baby Calpol or is it just Calpol? Baby paracetamol, otherwise known as Calpol. Because he's got meningitis, I think it's meningitis B vaccination he's having today. And that can give them a bit of a fever afterwards. So they recommend giving them some baby paracetamol. I have no idea how to give a baby painkillers, but I'm sure we'll figure that out tonight. And I hope it all goes okay. Hopefully it'll be okay. I think it's like 3 injections that he has to have. So even if the first one goes fine, the chances of the other 2 going fine are not so great. I was so close to being done taking pictures of the cards and presents. They're all rearranged so that photo can be taken from over here. And I think I've got something that'll do at least, but yeah. At least I have something. Because this guy woke up and he woke up to be the happiest little boy that ever lived. Didn't you? Although not now apparently. Not once they get the camera out. We've just taken a couple of cute photos because he has his Smile to Mummy shirt on, and I realised that the stars on his onesie match the stars on his muslin, so quick opportunity to take some photos. And you were a smiley boy for the photos, weren't you? You were, but not for the video. No photos. Hi. Too cute. Tickle, 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 tickle. Ah, tickle, 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 tickle. Stop. Sit. Good boy. I've been so impressed with this dog lately. He's always been obedient, but he's had to really be on it in the last couple of months. The last 2 months, I should say. And he's been great, haven't you? Nay? Stopping on a dime, as some might say. It's really difficult to try and make sure that you're still giving him enough attention. Because obviously Shep's used to being the centre of attention. And since Nathan's been around, he really has been relegated to the bottom of the pack. But I don't want him to feel bad about Nathan. I don't want him to think that Nathan's the reason, although he is. I don't want there to be like any upset between them. So, trying to make sure this guy gets some attention too. And it's hard. They haven't had much opportunity to be together yet. Still, well, I don't think I'll ever really trust Shep. Just because he's a dog and you never really know what's going to happen to upset him. But they're getting closer. We're allowing them to spend more time near each other. As long as we're under close supervision. You got the hiccups. Time to change your nappy so we can go to boot camp. You gonna get you changed? Are you? Yeah. Okay, that has been one busy morning, but we are now all ready. Little guy's in the back, somewhere here. Probably can't make him out. He's be so tiny in the camera. Yes, we're ready to go. We're off to Boogie Boot Camp. We're gonna get fit, even if it kills us. If it kills us, we're going to get fit. His little outfit is really cute today. I'll try and show you in a little bit. He's got a chilling with daddy t-shirt on, and we have spent the morning chilling with daddy. But now it's time to go. Quick, before we're late. You ready to be boot camped? Uh-oh, fast asleep. Transfer success, you're still asleep. I am so not confident enough to bring you along to boot camp, but we are all done. You can tell from my red face, we have been truly exercised. Today was so difficult. She had a whole new range of exercises. Felt more like PE though than an exercise class, which is a bit of a shame, but it was tough and it was good for us. And we're done. We should be going home now. And I've forgotten to bring my phone with me, so I can't even let Chris know that we're not coming home. But we're gonna nip to the shop quickly because we have injections this afternoon and I've forgotten to buy Calpol. I definitely came the wrong way in the car. Town is heaving and I need to join that queue of traffic right there. So we have it, our very first medicine for the little guy. Calpol apparently is the only one that's available from 2 months. All the others are the own brand stuff is all 3 months plus. So you've got Calpol, you lucky boy. Getting the proper branded stuff. Don't really want to I have no idea how we're going to give it to him. I don't really want to give it to him, but also it's no good if he gets a fever. So, we're all done, now we can go home. I cannot believe the size of the bottle. I don't believe it only comes in large. Because one dose for him on that bottle is 2.5 ml, but there's 200 ml in the bottle. Chances are it's going to have expired by the time he actually gets to using any more of it. That is my naive point of view as a first-time parent. Everyone else has told me that he will use it, and he will use it quickly. But I don't think so, do I? Hey? This whole afternoon has gone past in a bit of a blur. We've been home, we've had lunch, I've had a nap. I feel so much better than I did before. And now we're about to go out, which means I've got to wake up.
Come on, we don't have time for this.
I know.
Stop, let's go.
Oh, but look how cute. I don't want to wake him up.
I'll wake him up for you.
Looks like Chris has managed.
Don't forget your phone this time.
Okay. So it seems that this little guy is not too happy about being woken up. We're off and on our way to the doctor's now. He's had quite a good sleep, so he's probably in need of definitely a feed. Probably a change as well. I'd kind of like to move on to the next stage of his routine. But I'm keeping him in this limbo where I'm trying to keep him asleep, even though I keep doing things that wake him up. Do it soon, baby. As soon as we get to the doctor's, we can start everything else. Chris is coming with us to have the injections, but he's had to stop off at Boots on the way and he's going to pick up, I think, a new razor. I hate it when people look and turn around to watch you when you're in the middle of vlogging. It's why I generally put the camera down. I feel like I'm in too much of a rush to like stop and wait and pick the camera up again later. So I have to walk through the middle of the town, feeling like a little bit of a crazy person. At least this guy's quite happy with his dummy in now. So we are here, and I must admit I'm a little bit nervous for him. I know they're good for him, I wouldn't have it any other way, but I think it's 3 injections and 1 oral vaccine, which is an awful lot for a little baby. I'm trying not to be tense and nervous because that can't be good for any of us. Also, we're like 5 minutes early for this appointment, and I'm quite interested to see whether they keep us waiting another 40 minutes like they have done all of our previous appointments. Mako's a super brave boy.
He wasn't, he cried like a maniac.
He cried, but he's stopped crying now. It's only been a few minutes. He's so good. When that first injection went in.
Did you see how far he went in?
And did you see how much he jumped?
Oh.
He went in and he didn't really react too much. And then it went in a bit more and he suddenly shot up. He started crying. He was really crying by the end of it.
I'm surprised he didn't come through the other side of his leg.
That's because he's got big pudgy legs.
It's so deep.
If he had scrawny legs, it might have done. Now we'd have to wait a month and go through the whole thing again. It wasn't as bad as I thought it was going to be. I thought it was going to be really, really awful. But it was over quite quickly, which was great. We've now dosed the baby up on Calpol. I had to use a syringe. Is it funny? I had to use a syringe to do it, which is a really good idea with infant Calpol. So you fill it up to the desired amount and then just squirt it into their mouths. And he took it really well. It's only 2.5 ml, but he had it in like 4 doses. Back to playing in the gym, although he started cheating today. And he keeps hitting this orange bin and making all of the toys dance around. Don't you? Like that. I'm cheating. Seems today he's got his eye on this little red bird thing. He can't reach it from down there. There is now no pretending anymore. It's been 8 weeks. We aren't getting any more cards. This is definitely as many as Nathan's gonna get. So I think it is now begrudgingly time to take the cards down. Now that is a lot of cards. A couple of nights this week we've had a really colicky baby on our hands. And he's just been sad and moaning and crying, and it's really quite heartbreaking. But tonight he's been doing really well. He's been asleep for a couple of hours now. He'd wake up in the middle. The light just changed.
Wasn't me.
Everything just went kind of pink. He woke up for a little bit and he was really upset, but a cuddle from Daddy really helped. Flat out again. Seriously, this guy is the cutest thing I have ever seen. Kind of hoping that the worst of the side effects for after his vaccinations were over, but it has only been about 4 hours since he had them done. I don't know, is he likely to have any issues tomorrow? If you guys got any experience, leave a comment down below and let me know. I'm not quite sure what to expect at this point. Little mister is awake again and he does not seem very happy. But luckily he woke up just in time for his Calpol. It was like 2 minutes to my alarm going off when he opened his eyes. So it is time for his second dose and it's Daddy's turn.
Oh, Mr. Mum. We're sorry.
I know.
It's dripping everywhere.
Oh.
No wonder you wanted me to do it.
I didn't have a problem before.
I bet you didn't give it to a sleepy crying baby, did you?
No.
You just wait for me. I'm so sorry. I think we need to call it a night.
This town's so